Welcome, my name is Ranger Declan. I'd like to share a little about a local scientist who used the power of her words to inspire the modern environmental movement. Rachel Carson's love of nature started right here in Allegheny County at her childhood home in Springdale. It was in those woods that she spent hours listening to the calls of the birds, smelling the flowers, and learning about the insects flying and crawling all around. When she wasn't exploring the woods and the streams, she was reading or writing stories. Her first story was published when she was 10 years old, and it became her dream to become a writer. During her second year at the Pennsylvania College for Women, she discovered the fascinating field of biology, the study of life. It was through her work at the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that she came across the impact that widespread pesticide use was having on our world. One such chemical, DDT, was very effective in battling insect-borne diseases and was used to control insects in homes, on crops, and even in parks. DDT was also wiping out the life in the streams and rivers, something shown by the work of Ruth Patrick and her team. DDT also weakened the eggshells of bald eagles, peregrine falcons, and other birds, contributing to their decline. When Rachel Carson saw all the evidence streaming in that DDT was causing great harm to our environment, she could not stand back and watch. She picked up her most trustworthy tools, pen and paper, and got to work. The resulting book, Silent Spring, eloquently described a world in which humans go too far in the quest to control nature. It was a warning, backed up by scientific research. This book was the catalyst for the modern environmental movement and the tighter control of pesticides. Though Rachel Carson died a year and a half after Silent Spring was released, at the age of 56, her legacy lives on in the chirping of the crickets, the majestic flight of the eagle, and the streams full of life across the world. Her childhood home is preserved by volunteers as the Rachel Carson Homestead. Her home is connected by a 45.7-mile trail that runs from North Park to Harrison Hills and also passes by Heartwood Acres along the way. This hiking trail, maintained by volunteers of the Rachel Carson Trail Conservancy, can be navigated by these yellow blazes. As you hike the trail, take in the sights and sounds of our diverse natural environment. Give thanks to Rachel Carson and the many other women in conservation whose legacies made our world healthier. And think about what legacy you will leave for those that come after us. As she wrote in Silent Spring, "We stand now where two roads diverge. But unlike the roads in Robert Frost's familiar poem, they are not equally fair. The road we have long been traveling is deceptively easy, a smooth superhighway on which we progress with great speed. But at its end lies disaster. The other fork of the road, the one less traveled by, offers our last, our only chance to reach destination that assures the preservation of the earth. The choice, after all, is ours to make. Which road will you take?"